tiefo be din komo yi omo betimi ehia ne ma bebre efre wo me fa cho ye wo hefa minim se me no wo American wo New York say but ye wo brochire ha ana ye wo fie wo betimi amman a little background to
okay pacho ye wo mo Kumasi Ashanti Town ye wo mo Ghana my birthday 3rd September 1990 ye wo mo Ghana Kumasi
minim enema nkitikiti bi efa but tiefo a ye ne wo mo edi nkomo yi ana se wo mpese mo so bibi free wo ne de wo mo ne mo be se me mo akwanya kakra na wo kire ye who Kwadwo is ana se Victor Boama so be hia wo na be ma na it is saying na wo ne ho ya give me a brief about yourself.
I know a thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to talk about Mehunti. I know a thing, but for the sake of the program, within the Victor Boama, like Mekani before, me in New York, to say there me police officer, me Juma New York City. Oye no free honum so me SD ni and Messiah non-for-profit Ghana, so you're kind of NGO. I think so Ghana Sani kind of NGO. I think so in summary, no, and no, I don't know. And I'm a worry. My name my wife, and in me actually Baba so.
That's it. Na the entire me bisa say one kasa discover ho kakra no. One say ye shig me dey no say ye tiesi mo ana no take pe ba gina. Me we ye Ghana ni na ye wa hai so ye wa control mu. Na ade ba ko ya na ye nipa bebre ye ayonkofa eda nipa tumtum ene police ni entementi na me pese wo mame wo abrabo yi mu the journey to become a New York police officer no asem kakra did you plan what went into it obetimi amaye ene relationship no emu asem kakra.
Okay, a good question. Maybe the man dan you know who that say sub mayor police ni menu apani na me college and menu ano na the birthday and also menko chro police officer and menko chro no test and once a while nim ya mamrem so unya panyi ka say bibi say oh yeah and me koye ti me ko chro ye no almost catch them say me time aduru a say some me police officer member and I can't say there be me because me new and car say me cultural test no na nya ade amaye in the long run there me new and me new apani and a man me koye test no ejuru so na me say me nya ready because and I'm can me man gene ho that say police mayor nti empire ne nyoma kakra na me nua no so na ema me koye police officer no.
Any relationship to black people any Ghana your perception say any you to kwan backroom ha no your perception about the police no me person o mame a little story about your journey from free Ghana now Bahana. Sene wadi kaka no you Ghana, but can you give us a brief story about journey from Ghana to Ahano to even getting the opportunity to writing the exam into the police?
I think so me papa and me mama ase on because na de me buy a chrome hanum from early age and I'm a bushing afo nya sorry and etc. But me buy chrome and na me di best 7 years old. Nti Ghana na me P3 ti me buy hanum me ko P4 which is 4th grade. Ti me ko elementary school. I will say me na me call middle school, na me call high school, na me start call college. Me kai say me call elementary school. Me first day, yeah, boy, me was school. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Me papa, my first day I me go school, na me papa catch them say, Kojo. So kona omo how I do so be bowa than the other cheek. Nti me see me papa asem. Till me ka say my first day of school, me was school na during lunch, omo che aduane. Na onse sabi ye free Ghana ba ne ha no ma aduane no onse taste ni different. Nti adane na omo che piece or say burger. Ti me dey share me no ma na me say, we there my fe ifufu anaso the kunu nti ɛhɔ na me de me to aduane no go e me de to go garbage mu sɛ me de to garbage mu na ebi mo pɛ te hɔ anse obi ba sɛ another na wato aduane student ba sɛ adron ato atwa de no amfa ma na me say make sure me brofo nya the broken english ya me kura me nte brofo oka nti de me ho an sɛ afi de ye to ahyɛ me ya bomi yeah, boom, so my bo be back because the name papa say obi bo out there in Bonnie. To me drew fear me na me nima no and says yeah bo me, yeah bo yeah bo me. And the other me a little confused because a new tuntun for a bo me, right? And now almost boom so normal cat name would be name normal say African booty scratcher, right? Inti manti aseɛ da like adan na nkɔfo a ɔmo ye tuntum ɛsɛ but even though ye tuntum say ye the same but then na ɔmo mistreat me because ye nyina ye tuntum for I back them 7 years old inti you know my na menti aseɛ inti it was tough especially my first year elementary school was tough and na kasa no so okay America brofui na after yes you broken English near slow and antokwa into elementary school there it was very tough and called middle school now high school I think it's a high school you know with the age you know high school they say you getting to know yourself into from elementary school middle school high school high school na as a nyoma etuto ye kakra me ka say me call high school 9th grade and I me koje working papers into me 9th grade na me share adwuma ase me first adwuma me share say Dunkin Donuts right into me ka say me pon school 3 to 6 na me call adwuma me ton coffee ne donuts ne nyoma into no me year from 9th grade all the way to me college, right? To me, in over 10 years, I was Dunkin' Donuts. Me share as cashier, and I may serve a coffee on that. Me free on as a manager. Me wa high school no mana. Na me so high school na me boss sports ni na football, soccer, ne basketball. Team me ka say me wa high school. Yeah, football, American football. Yeah, quarterback no, yeah, shoot two no. Nti na ɛyɛ me ya paa ne me namfofoɔ nyinaa ɛna ɛka sɛ no baabi a yɛte no baabi a mekɔ high school ne yɛfrɛ no Far Rockaway ɛhɔ yɛ Queens New York nti me ne me namfofoɔ no dwen ne asi no ɛsi yɛyɛ biribi about young people get killed ne gangs ne violence nti ɔnom ne yɛsa non-for-profit ase right nti non-for-profit no ɛne na Ghana sɛbisɛbi yɛka no NGO right nti non-for-profit no yɛhyɛ ase ne yɛsɛ okay yeah, per se, yeah, mentorship, especially for young men, like as a tuntun for maybe a resume building, how to do your resume, how to go on job interviews. After grade, so bini jacket and answer quota, you be many bisa critical school, you be teacher books, any pencils, pen, Thanksgiving dry, oma you know omuntimi afford meal ne yɛbɛma ɔmo free meal Christmas June holiday season ne so dry nkraa na omuntimi afford the toys no yɛbɛma ɔmo and etc na ebi a yɛ street ne so a yɛwɔ na ebi a community ne complain ne sɛ ha deɛ da bi a garbage dɔɔso a yɛbɛ clean up Nti from high school now, you share non-for-profit, as in non-for-profit, free events, to take care of the community. Nti to say you high school or college. Another thing, so I'm really fee, yeah, I'm call back here, sorry, right? To make I say, my papa ASD ni, right? To yeah, me or sorry ni. Me just say me did 31. I'm about to turn 32 years old, and I can say that sorry has played a big role, right? On who I am today. Me kai say, na me war high school. Near kwa sorry Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, ni Saturday. But now asɔre van ne si yɛn yɛ fie nti meka sɛ asɔre yɛbɛkɔ asɔre 6 o'clock na ɛtɔrɔ bi a mewɔ school a mɛhyɛ daa yɛ late for practice thinking sɛ medwuru fie asɔre van ne kɔ but guess what medwuru fie na van ne ɛtwɛn me nti it's funny because as an adult now there be many parents I always tell them about especially Friday night service, Sunday night service. Oh, sorry. Especially how it has helped my relationship with Nyankopon, right? Into Asori played a big, tremendous role, and then other people as well. To yanko back to college, into me call college. I'm saying me person me a lawyer. But I'm say me call internships then your man I'm saying no me person me lawyer BMT me call college me major or English sabi brofo language na me major into me we school and Queen's Library farm me to be a youth counselor into Queen's Library farm me to be a youth counselor and I'm running after school programs right see me no sa na YMCA so far me say me running after school programs to me no so saa kakra and after the YMCA sa me a bigger responsibility say after school programs so me in charge of all the after school programs or baby YMCA na me which was Rockaway YMCA into I think I had over students today. I had over like 1,000 students and staff, so I had like over 100 staff. Into that and also me yene kakra. And baby ana meteno na for Farakaway. Into Farakaway, local precinct, near friend 101 precinct. Into 101 precinct, community a election and almost pick me say me represent the community with police Nti na me because I wasn't it's more like politics nti na me nimu papa and I was young nti community ni vote me in I'm say okay no problem man nti na me almost kind of community council president right nti precinct there 101 nti community council president in community no complaints about police Omobeba community council president Omba community council president and not community council president any police commander no akasa which is a captain right na me me represent community and a community ni vote to win vote to win every 2 years nti no na me me yeah plus medjuma plus non for profit for sorry any etc and test no mekɔyɛ na meka sɛ me nua panyin kaa sɛ menkɔyɛ no nti meanwhile meyɛ na ɔmo policefoɔ no koraa kaa sɛ na so wɔatwerɛ test a dɛɛ sɛ ɔyɛ police na adɛn na wompɛ sɛ wobɛyɛ na m say no deɛ meyɛ ayɛ ɛna Empire and etc ne other people na say okay fine the mayor police no na me resign my position because I had to resign and adwuma so na ɛsɛ me no na ɛsɛ me gyae because obey police you have to go to school or you can academy and for 6 months yes nti me resign bibia and I me call school no for the 6 months and sana me wie nti me call school no patcho say
But say I think sir you have done a lot of what do you call it? And there may be a for no, and I'm saying your audience, you know, a be a Ghana for na a be wahanintino. Me person major babakaka, I will point be so said the bear will be a only how the system works over here, no understand. And I appreciate idea open way, no one who say it is possible, say it be a free, say Ghana and other America, but so Yame show now she show near my Yesua. The officer will be an obit me, ain't it? My main phone call ticket to a dinner and found bra.
Okay.
Oh, cano. Yana, you can't, I'm the margin up with Sikana. Ain't it? Not just a order to 2 a bra or high school. Now, yeah, Juma, and I was uncle school. It will be SSS, to say Ghana or senior high school. And I was saying, now you're more talking than that. You didn't feel, say, it was the responsibility was too much and you couldn't, it affected your education or anything? It was so.
No. Yeah, and good question. Me share Juma. I started working in 9th grade, because normal my working papers. So, you not the most hours you can do it 20 hours a week, right? Into 9th grade, I'm a D13 going to 14. But remember, now me catch you said now me bought school sports, right? Into now me bought football. Emma me school. Me bought football, me school team. Me bought basketball, me school team. And I me bought baseball, me school team. Into me now me papa nye fond of it. Like who school. Usabo team sports. Usab yeah, Juma. Not he wasn't fan of it, you know. Now I say I had to convince him so I can handle it all. Ejuma, it wasn't hard. Ejuma, I said 3 hours. Me be at 3 to 6. And I thought it'd be so practice and answer more school game now. Game near later. And then I'm Ejuma from enumere 6 to 9 or 3 hours or whatever. And then and school so homework no ultimately no school. Into be I'm a lunch period, you know, and I'm me homework. Me free school now my me homework away. So me call practice and I say me game me I call me game, I bomb me game, me am I call ejuma. And it wasn't hard for me. And then I'm so I didn't want to depend on my parents when it came to ska. I wanted not to be a burden to me. I'm with Sika say be a me Tom and Papa and I say me Tom Atalia. Me pesa me come papa on and then my me on my call imagine. But ne anything you just have to make it work. But ne anything.
And I wish say we have more time, but me will trivia maybe so. Now I'm back to say baby I will be do. It appears say we experience a wunya in high school time was say my quarterback and no high school team no will be shoot you no and I say it inspire you to do something about what was going on in the community. Now, yeah, your friends say American summer. Maybe see try other side of the picture, switch that on for. Can you tell me a little bit about any man that course of community and then the challenge as a youth, a young guy, you were growing up in that kind of community. How is that life was? Sign an and why you felt compelled to even organize yourself to help other youth and more community.
Okay, and I think say I'll try to take it pieces by pieces. Me I'm always obia me a nipa person, right? Me I like me penipa and I like to help people. I know it wasn't hard. But adding, if I can be honest, because unse dealing with people, they're adding, especially Moses. Moses, a Jew baby, I heard Bible man. Moses ne Israelites for Nyankopon kache Moses say Moses konfo okromo ha adwene dodo. Ma me nku omo nyina na me start a new tribal way. No, say no, no, no. Nyankopon, and yes, sir. And yes, sir, Uncle Fobeka A, B, and C, and Nyankopon listen to Moses into Anyesa. T 7 people there. I always say, so 7 people is an honor. It's also a privilege, but it's also a burden. It's a big burden. T and there is not, it's not something that is easy. And I look at like challenges, Um, especially maybe where I grew up, Farako, it was a lot of gangs and shootings and etc. Um, but me at an early age, and I because I sorry played a big role. At an early age, now I decided to say, and you maybe one of my sebi minye bida, right? So, for example, me wa Ghana, me nana be my near friend no Ejadom. Into from a young age, I don't remember what age, but me nana no one sebi near or say a friend no one palm wine. I know you're kind of saying oh me refi so wait to me about me eja
a few apetition. And I say,
apates and fufu, yes, and fufu. Into from an early age, it be crowd 3 or 4. And I mean, and I bet my car say, kojo na things of framing and chat. From an early age, I'm gonna car say, and say no one said that. And men and also no one said, it was weird. But from an early age, I mean, and I bet my car and say, and say, and no be that. I'm 31 years old now. Me no one said that, right? Because of the men and I catch them, but now men and so no monster, right? And then like a ma sem and now cigarette and drugs and stuff. And from an early age, especially Ghana, so now who sign your many from an early age. But I think say men are not from that early age or instilling me say and yes I know that also helped. And to go back to your question, you see all of this, right? Like oh, and call for shit, etc. You have a decision to make. Obey and answer on you on and me then say I chose not to do that. But another thing is why yes so say um that be a nipa hwɛ right? And it's so make a story way. Make I say my last year of high school, Omu will be a friend, almost see a friend in senior dues, right? Senior dues ne cover or graduation at Ali Albeshe, a cover or prom, everything with a senior trip, which was about like $1,000. In Tiname me go high school, na me yeah, jumenti, $1,000, na me was car me to me a tria. Inti Mikasa Debbie na say obi a tria says sika 1,000. Na I'm so okay, metria. See, me kasa there be not guidance counselor, not framing. About me no office, me koya. Oh, Victor, teacher be etria or senior dos. No, me say what? I'm say why? Me I met me etria man there. No, no, like teachers no ball mu trim said no, omu betria man. And it was I know I'm saying no, like almost shell. So another thing too is we are see people are always watching, and especially as you're and you're a Christian, you carry yourself a different way, and people are always intrigued by that, right? I mean, I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And call for were intrigued by that, and Mekasa me senior dose, I never paid. And up till now, there be a Musa my guidance counselor now. She never told me the names of teachers now, which was interesting. But to answer your question, nerding is not hard. I mean, editing, very hard, especially with dealing with people and etc. But it's just that some choices you have to make. And being in Ghana, I mean, not raising me the two or catching me from a young age, and no one saw and you say, most of that is stuck into transition, not a thing, and mommy with that.
you better back na I don't force it. I feel now watching it in what I watch on Anthony one. It's a journey. Abrabona ye bono obiara ne se ne de start here. Obiara ne baby ne de fa. ye ka say obi wo hono ma ono so betena America ha say ne nkra abrem ne de ne baaye obaye no opese ofiti enti no de sebi kromafo ye no eno bi na no ye enti bia enko obekwa akodu se de branch Victor Edry na nka bia wode ne ho abo gangefo ana say ne madam fo bi over school ha obewie high school ha keke oba fie no sabi sikre ne bisina no twa kama no hanu bisua no well say you had a choice abranche you had a choice say ebi anka obetimi ya ye niema abe mo afiti in especially when you started with it that was going on in the beginning but you didn't care about fitting in you got yourself busy na o school no ye adwuma no ye say you bia na etimi yesa enti na enda wadu de wadu no me pese ye kwadent kratwo kitwa bi ne ba ye ba ye ba beto ankomo twetwe no so pese ye kono so ne yesa ba na afi wo ka se sei dwumadi a ne angi wo no eye ene aniswade huna wo de ema ye man daachi ene de edidi so se wutie ya me kai se Otaibo channel so ne dwumadi o ye fa no every Facebook live era one radio Otaibo channel with YouTube KK radio and so obati enka ohene na asante crop ya ye ho na yakwaje nkratwa aba ye ba betu adwumadi ne so
Radio Modern Ghana or Otaibo channel, YouTube, or Otaibo Facebook, or Otaibo Instagram. See be never wow. Hina na krobia sante. Hey, and some ya will come our Otaibo channel is so. Otaibo Radio Modern Ghana, or Otaibo channel, YouTube, or Otaibo Facebook, or Otaibo Instagram. See be never wow. Hina na krobia.
And so Otaibo Radio dear, a demonstration cry. Watching it, you're so good to be great. And so Otaibo Media, on a sort of mission to cry. Did you met him in a sunko? A coin of us upon the sunko. Or the bone, and a cover. And you my teacher, and you my humanity at back. Okanyam sendina wobo and somewhere kwaji womo and somewhere to papa cause we are seeing now of the country support up with ya share YouTube Facebook Twitter and your Otaibo channel and I say more they can so Otaibo radio and you make a kuma and you make it to ransom penny what they don't know Otaibo share YouTube Facebook Twitter and your Otaibo channel and I say more they can so Otaibo radio sweaty Otaibo radio Otaibo media na be nshira abre nyina ya me nshira
no kre ye mo akwaba yakọ na yasan ba opese utie enema eye authentic ebetimi akanya wo obra wo boy wodo obi de etoto de ho na afei wo hu se ne obesi aye no memenda ye wodwumadi a ye friend is a journey eno na eguso a ene ye ne ye nua ye ba ye office Victor Boama we police ni e wo New York na we obi so a wosan wo NGO a wode eboa ye organize youth no eboa enipa bebre enti wono ne ene na twetwe nkomo ene na menim se wanya bibi kaka wonya bibi kura dwumadie na ekọ na niu ya no wobɛnya biribi afiri Opening Victor me mo akwa ba biom ɛsan de ɛba ha sei na me question me wo ma wo a yɛdu so ne say what decide what be policy ni ye ahai before no ye tuntumfo no including Ghana for yesu yetu kwan ba ma no ne no ye wo perception bi about policy for menim wo be ye policy ni saying na wo hu niema e pese wo ka bibi kakra bi wo wi ana afi waka wo NGO no so ho asem kakra na ye de ato adwumade ne so
Nti adwuma we no is a strong call. Especially now it's different because I feel I'm in my wife Nyankopon ache ba. Nti a little different for now, different for me because I feel there me wo ba. Now to me free every day. I understand said there's no guarantees. Say me free in there, mess up free. Oh, but to say me what banner until I hit me hard, right? But besides that, I love what I do with Eduma Way because I get to help people, right? You get to really help people. So be friend now. They need help, and we get to help them. And then there, I love what I do as far as being a police officer. It's a very dangerous job, a very risky job. But back to Okase, Nipa Tuntumni, etc. Mikasa Miko Academy no. Academy in fact was about 800 Nipa Omoko Academy no. Tuntum for near more than 50 from 800, right? Into Tuntum for near Sapa Spanish for no normal also saying Tuntum for and a fita for and also the most. Okay, a community nima being a police officer and also call law enforcement now is frowned upon, right? And I understand the history behind it, and they are truly understand. But it's about time we start to change that. We start to change that scenario because ubetimi a tuntuni no a police officer etimi ye etimi boa community ni so, right? Ti another be a meka unsa parents be a hono ma sabe or person back or lawyer or person back or doctor or person back or big things, but yeah, shut down court law enforcement, right? And it's all person back police are but me corrections, right? Corrections here or my true mutum no obey adwuma wo honom corrections, FBI, CI, all these different venues and etc. Intimidate that be I tell parents, I encourage parents, say parents, yes, not encourage young for to get into police field and to get into the law enforcement field. I understand it's a very risky job, and they understand. But Christopher, and I already understand. Once said your time is up, your time is up. It will be bad. It will be bad no matter what, right? But we all going to die. In the end of the day, it shouldn't be a fear factor. But because like I was saying, yes, Academy 800, to for we do 50. Because of the stereotype of being a police officer, I hear it all the time. I thought it'd be great. Tuntum for will say the meanest thing to you, like, oh yeah, Uncle Tom, and that's all you say, oh yeah, sell out, oh yeah, blah blah blah. And I understand that, but I know say at the end of the day, no. Omubunfu me as a nipa no, and yam no omubuafu me. Omubfu uniform na eden no, a no, and I can understand why. And you tend not to take it personal.
And you know, to say, I don't say your DM come to train equally, and on percent, my addition crime pa master who hold on to you and your NGO no, and say be a war direction be our day course what with me share. Now, I feel we now was shout out to be out the Bema or yet any Obanwa and near Bushia can so I bet me a more sadia.
Yo, to answer your question with the NGO, no, it's about free Ghana, right? Especially Ghana. Sabi Kofunim Pabwa make Mikasa Ghana, baby anamete or Ashtown. Mikasa Bronya Bejura, Bronya near with chicken, right? Pretty sure say there is different. Your master. Enti sabi chroma you free buy with a poverty ni here any all these problems, right? And they about America is like, oh my goodness, we it's like the least we can do is to help, right? The least we can do to help. And Nyame adwuma so is the same thing, right? Yesu Nyankopon Oliba, now he comes to die for us. And Yesu, the same thing. It was about giving and helping. Um, one person I always look at for now for profit was the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. Martin Luther King before the age of 40. But Oshane years on earth, the stuff that he accomplished within those years, Obi Krabi to me the 90 years and they would not have accomplished that, right? And it just encouraged us with the non-for-profit just to keep doing more events, keep doing free events. Yeah, a bit to me they about the communities to encourage and also to uplift people.
And
And then
how
with
do
that.
people assess what NGO no your friend was saying say be as someone say
Okay, thank
how
you. Yeah, NGO no, you're free giving the gift of love. INC, right? Incorporation, giving the gift of love. You will Facebook, you will through social media and etc. You want your page. Yeah, we don't accept donations, right? Because we wanted to be very genuine about what we do. We wanted to make sure it's free. And it's about 5 of us into events, Niyana, your fundy events and etc. Um,
and more Facebook.
yes, yeah, Facebook near giving the gift of love, INC. People can look at the work that we do and etc. Say because be so you encourage that they want to start something in their community. Maybe a community nika say aha you fear you can start something. And also be to me I organize a community cleanup. Now you go and you clean up. Say be a winter but not shelters, no money coats etc. Be to me I organize a cold drive. No, I donate coast now, and then you just go and you give it out. Thanksgiving, buy a comment, etc. You can do. It's a lot of things you can do, and be surprised. It doesn't cost a lot. It does not cost a lot.
I think
Um,
it's to say you said that to yeah, about how in our own small way
mhm.
use the resources and work from Hanum. Even I'm talking about the Ghanaian community no. Now yet me at the boy anyone more who here be pa. But the lady ye need wa brabo mu anamo watu any ya woni ache wo mu. Na me dem say wo bibi a person ka kire oba na ota wachi a bibi a ekoso ana say abusafo bi a person wo mo shout out na ebra yɛde yɛn nkɔmmɔ twitwa
uh,
nkɔba awie no.
Oh yeah. That Eja Otabo Media. First of all, to contact us, yemba ni show sunti yada Ejasi and that host so asina yada nyankopon ase. And the abusuafo my wife yaba nyankopon ni ache ne me papa ne me maame ne abusuafo nyina. On say Ghana, Omukase Akrabia, in order for Akrabi to be successful, it takes a village, right? And it literally takes a village, right? It takes the church village, it takes the community village, and then it just takes the community also throughout life. And Kofobi Onoma, they will make sure so they will mentor you, whatever help you need, they will guide you and etc. And the older you get, the more difficult that it gets. But Tronica Chair said with God, all things are possible. And I'll leave that there.
Aberanteɛ no monyamfoɔ Victor Boama yɛda wase in fact yɛsɛ yɛdi adwene da akyi a yɛbɛhwɛ fra wo the way nkɔmmɔ no si akɔ no me ankasa I mean the song paa nsɛm bebree wɔ hɔ a matwerɛ no wɔ ha na ɛsɛ nka mebisa wo part ɛberɛ nti no yɛsɛ wɔfuo dɔɔso ma woyɛ no nyinaa ɛnɛ yɛde nnadeɛ no bɛko nkɔmmɔ yɛbɛpɛ akwanya foforɔ na wɔaba na afei yɛaka NGO ne ho asɛm paa because me who say we will be able to say then you let the system work. You want to impact the people, you want to take advantage of the system and also help other people, which is very, very important. Also wahana wati a branch story na also there are resources, and if you talk to the right people, they will be able to help you. And then money boy nine open Victor Eddie Nkomo. Yet I was open Victor. So say buy ya when you at church and you may be a intimate private, but you wanted to put it out there, said be be and I'm on what till say, yeah, if we can another and just say me joining in the life of crime. I was saying me focus on my this year, I was turn out for me. I was saying for more money I bought and this I be money na yeah the money na see. What I watch channel so and you do what I watch channel YouTube. I say the net media no crowd here. And one radio, KK radio, almost so F1 direct or type of Facebook or call for the media I thought was so any you won't penny for be brave, no more dim come up. I can well maswa a prepomovati and cafe. You will never be brave. American crude game more. We are kind of war. If you might rise to a soldier form penny for a doctor for one never be brown person or more check more brave how they got there and so nothing about what you can even learn from it. Yami Adma a prepemono, a debre, a bebremo. Me and me did Media Baba, and I said, Dimo Cham, Meno Hinana Santa Crobia, Puma from Beba, Yamamunina Mato.
Otaibo channel is so. Otaibo Radio Modern Ghana. Otaibo channel YouTube. Otaibo Facebook. Otaibo Instagram. See you be never wow.